Like I said last video, I was gonna focus on four things now that I have a new goal of being more health oriented rather than being passion oriented. That being work on my sleep and my screen time habits and exercise and meditate. Mainly focusing on the first two since those were the things that needed the most work. But the latter two, they're just great additions to have on the routine. And what I did to address the main two in real life is to finally install an app blocker. Back when I first started this whole thing, I thought I wouldn't really need to have an app blocker and that I could just make an environment where it wouldn't be necessary. But 6 months came and nothing really happened in this regard. And also, after all that time reflecting a few months ago, I now felt that it was really necessary to get one. I spent pretty much that first week researching what the best app blocker was. Well, I defined the best mainly by whether it was free, whether it was easy to use, whether it had a plethora of blocking options, and whether or not it was cross platform. And the one I ended up on was Stay Free. And, I'm not sponsored or anything, but, within a few days of using it, results were pretty immediate. While still being around double digit hours, specifically around 10 to 11, my screen time now has a much more nicer and balanced proportion of actual work and entertainment. From the beginning to the end of the month, I had an average screen time of 5.5 hours on my phone, and uni work quickly filled up the remaining 5 to 6 hours. And since I scheduled blocks before bed, I have been able to wake up earlier more consistently as well. I can't say much about the weekends though. There's still the days where I waste so much valuable time. I quickly hit the limits within the first few hours of waking up, and as much as I could try not to disable the limits, I eventually yield and just go back to my old habits. Actually, it's probably even worse than my old habits since there really came a point where I couldn't concentrate on the things I needed to do for uni in this semester, which I'll talk more about later. But in general, thanks to the app blocker, I could sleep earlier. And thanks to me sleeping earlier, I could also wake up earlier without compromising my hours, which then gave me a prime window to exercise first thing in the morning. Hey, outfit change. It's cold as hell right now, man. But yeah, I find early mornings in my room to be my preferred time and place to work out, mainly because when I'm in uni, I try my best to keep it exclusively for university. Evenings are kind of a no go because I have some other personal matters to attend to, and nights is also nighttime workouts aren't really viable because you know I heard that working out shortly just before bed isn't really good, and I'm trying to work on better sleep and I'm trying to get all those hours in. So yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't have a lot of options. What I didn't realize was how much the holidays were actually covering up for my horrible, horrible sleep habits. And I mean, it's just inconsistent waking times and sleeping times all around, dude. And, while I could get away with a morning workout during that time, when uni season came around, oh man, oh man, I've been exposed real bad. I wanted to sleep in and like squeeze in as much hours as I could. That morning window quickly became lost to me because I wanted to sleep in as much as I could, trying to squeeze in every minute that I could. But I later learned that that's actually the wrong way to look at it. Sleep duration is one thing, but sleep consistency goes hand in hand and is arguably, possibly, the more important part, the more important aspect when it comes to sleep. But Yeah, that is basically why I barely worked out come, you know, halfway through March and April. But because of that app blocker, I got that morning window back, and it was really easy to work out for two weeks straight. It came very easily. As for meditation,